Well, for me, it's less about the score. It's more about how we're playing. Now, I will tell you there are different approaches to this. For me, I'm about trying to understand and develop our entire roster over the course of a season. And sometimes a score will dictate that we're able to develop and provide good or experience minutes for players. And sometimes it's less score driven. It's just more of the feel of the game. And so, for me, am I concerned about not putting up 4, 5, or 6 goals on a team? No, because first and foremost, I want to take care of our team, and I want to make sure I develop our team to be the best, well-rounded team it can be. And in order to have a championship-type run, you've got to have depth. You've got to have multiple players in each position that can play over the course of a season. Now, if we can put 3, 4, or 5 on a team while at the same time having great variety in our roster rotations and our player management, I'm okay with that to a degree as well. But on the other end of it, I'm also, it's not important to me to put 6 or, we've had teams in our conference that have played teams that are not as prepared and are not as well defined as programs, and they've put 8, 9, and 10 goals on those teams. That is not something I believe in. That's not something that I will be a part of. I would rather play more organized, better developed programs and teams, have tighter games than to play a team and put 8 or 9 on a team. That's just not something that I was, as a player, was not a part of that. And the coaches, the great coaches I've been fortunate to study with and underneath, they weren't about that either. So, for me, it's about how we're playing. And you could see last weekend, I think we scored 9 goals on the weekend. We did that with good variety in our roster. But even then, I will tell you that we had things that, we had mixed emotions after last weekend because we could still play better. After this past weekend, we feel pretty good, but we still have some things we got to do well. And so for me, it's just about managing that roster. We try to prepare our players to make sure that they take all the clutter out, take all the distractions out, focus day by day on getting better, focus on the challenges they have session by session, and in games to make sure that we respect every opponent. And so, no doubt, Friday is going to be a big game, but quite frankly, McNeese was a big game. Lamar was a big game. They're all big games when you prepare to win every game that you play. And that's our approach. Now, we know that we're not going to win every game we play, but we prepare throughout the week to win every single game that we play and to give our best efforts, have focus, and be motivated. And so I think we managed that very well this past weekend as we head down the stretch here this week as we prepare for Central Arkansas. Good team, one of the best teams we will have played this year. Very well coached, great athletes on the field, good attacking ideas, and I think that it's going to be a game that requires our best, just like, quite frankly, McNeese and Lamar did. If we didn't play our best against those teams, we might have been a different outcome. So for us, it's about understanding what's at stake, understanding that every game matters and that every game is a big game because you get so few of these to play. Now, when you start stacking on the conference implications, playing another good team, being at home, our kids are going to be excited. If there was one week that I did not have to be concerned about motivation, it's this week. They're going to be focused. They got one game on the weekend to focus on, and so I'm excited to see them play their best on Friday because that's just the next game on our schedule. So.